All eyes in the political world were on Houston tonight.
Texas Southern University played host to the third Democratic presidential debate. Unlike previous debates, which were spread over 2 nights, this one happened on a single night and only featured the top 10 candidates. It was the first time the two frontrunners, former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Elizabeth Warren, shared the stage. Healthcare, guns, immigration, they were among the subjects that were tackled tonight. And here to break down tonight's debate is our political analyst, Dr. David Smith, who is a political science professor now over at Sam Houston State. Thanks for making the drive.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you coming and spending time with us tonight. Let me get right to the obvious question. Obviously, fewer candidates on the stage. Did the frontrunners, and I'm talking about Biden, Warren, to an extent Sanders, did they do anything that would hurt them going forward?
I don't think they hurt themselves, but they really didn't take this moment to shine. When now that we've winnowed it down to this point where there's 10, and it could expand again for the fourth debate, they really didn't do anything to put themselves out in front. And I think in some ways that regression back where they kind of stepped back in the limelight, it gave an opportunity for some of the, as we talked about earlier, the second tier candidates to make a name for themselves.
Even like Beto and Castro kind of came up during this debate, yeah?
Absolutely, and we saw Castro and Beto, Beto is making the strong voice and speaking from the passion and just the frustration of what happened in El Paso, really driving home his points. And Castro really was more on the aggressive side that we saw from Kamala Harris in that first debate when she attacked Joe Biden. And that's what we saw from Castro tonight. He really went after Joe Biden.
A lot of people sympathetic to Beto, obviously, tonight. Who do you think shined the most tonight?
So, I mean, if we're talking about the two Texas boys, as we've talked about them, I mean, Beto and Castro both had their moments where they really shine. And I think, again, that goes back to Beto's message and what he's really trying to drive home. Castro, got some points out there and really made some statements and challenged the upper division candidates, the upper tier candidates. But I think overall we saw Amy Klobuchar and her message of being the more moderate candidate of the group, as she said, and really wanting to reach to that middle. She made some way. Cory Booker spoke about unifying the country. Beto and Castro both. I mean, they all had good points. It was just on what were they talking about, and really just trying to get the message out there who they are and out of those shadows, if you will.
Sure.
All right, let me ask you this, 30 seconds here. Something Andrew Yang did right at the start.
Yes, sir.
He offered people, 10 families, I think, a $1,000 a month dividend if they would go to his website and explain how they would use that. Does that play?
And I was following some feeds online. This could be an issue of campaign finance because the money is being doled out for 10 families, $1,000 a month for a year. If it's his own personal money, that's one thing. If he's using campaign finances, that's another question.
We may hear about that again tomorrow. Dr. David Smith, thanks again for being here.
Great to see you. Thanks for
Appreciate your
making the
insight.
drive.
Absolutely.
And
Good to
careful
see y'all.
going back,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
All right.